Hello everybody. In today's video we will continue story about Ketron styles, about Ketron sounds, and about SSD drive that you can buy from Ketron, and about all those things that you can find on that SSD drive. I started my last video with those information. Now we will continue with that. And now we will talk about styles. Before we start talking about styles, I want to let you know that usually how we make style on the keyboard when we are making new style. We are playing all that material on the keyboard. We use keyboard in front of us, we are playing drums, we are playing bass guitars and other stuff. We are doing recording. If we know how it is possible to do, some of us, we can do that, and we are doing that. Some sets that you can buy and styles that you can buy are made on that way. But those styles from Ketron are made on different way. So that's why price is a little bit maybe higher. But why is higher? Because Ketron people from Ajamsonic, when they make styles, they hire professional musicians. If you hire professional musician, it is cost. You have to pay his time and his work and his talent. So which musicians? They hire bass guitar player, they hire drummer, and all those people who are needed to be part of that style. Some of the things they play on the keyboard, but a lot of things, especially drummers, guitars, bass guitars player, they are live people, live musicians. What they do live recording of the sounds that you are using as a live drums, or they are doing MIDI recording but playing or electric drums and guitars, MIDI guitars. So then in this case you are getting more accurate feeling of the live performing, because you know, if you play guitar on the keyboards and if you play guitar on guitar, of course it is different approach of the playing and different result you will get. So they're hiring those people, and that's why their styles, sounds a little bit different from the styles made on the keyboard. And of course it is affecting price. So what they did, they made styles on several ways. Some styles are made from the scratch, some styles are edited factory styles, some styles are added some new drums, new guitars, and in some styles they just took base of the style and then changed style in the way how it should be presented to audience. So there is now a game in which is included sound engineer as well. You know, those people with good ears, with good feeling for the music, with knowing that kind of the music, they are putting their input in everything to get final product to be presented in the best way, to be accurately presented as something that should sound on the best way. What I saw in their styles as well, their styles have much longer, much more measure than some regular styles. If you have more measure, then you have more movement inside of the style, and that style will not be boring. It will be more interesting for listeners who are listening that performing. And sometimes if you have recording of the performing of somebody who was using those styles, sometimes you cannot believe that actually you are listening to arranger musician performing instead of live musicians, because there is a lot of going on, there is a lot of changes. It is not some simple pattern that is repeating. Now let me tell you something, what they did with some styles, what they took from original styles and they just changed them. For example, here we have an original style that is in country music. In first window country music is American pop. Let us listen to that style. That style has tempo 63. Now let us listen to styles that is similar to that style. It is here in unplugged user. So before we listen to that style, I want to tell you something that I forgot to tell you, that all styles from Ajamsonic are here in this folder, when you install USB that you got from them and you start that installation file, all styles are going to be installed in unplugged user folder. So what I suggest to you, before you install those styles, please uninstall everything from user. You don't need to, but move those presently material that you have on user to another location for a moment, just to make sure that you can follow all those styles that you got from Ajamsonic. In this case, you will not be confused, is that Ajamsonic styles or something previous that you already had in user. So when you did that, then you can follow all those styles, you can explore them, you can see how they sound. Now let us go to that style here, to American pop style from Ajamsonic. And now we are listening to this. Now, at first moment, I was talking, now you are thinking that it is not something that is similar to another style, but let us go back. Country, original style, tempo 168. It is fast style. And now this one, here, same style. But let us put it on 168. Okay. Let's go back to this style. Now, this style is here. In this moment you will tell me maybe what I felt as well, that this actually original style in factory style has more kind of dynamic. Yes, in this moment for this kind of the tempo. But let us now go back with original style to tempo 120. That is actually tempo that is in Ajamsonic world. Now listen to this style. Now suddenly if we have song in tempo 120 and we need one good style on this actually on the same way done like this one, and in this moment this style is boring. It doesn't have so much happening. It is fine in tempo, this tempo. It has energy. It has energy. But when we are slowing down that tempo to 120, somehow we lost feeling of the energy. We have lower tempo. So, but we don't have actually a lot of happening here. Now we'll go back to Ajamsonic style to analyze that style. Sorry, this video is going to be a little bit longer, but to explain you something, sometimes you need time. You cannot just tell people this is this, this is this. You have to show them that, and I'm showing you. Please pay attention and watch this video if you want to learn about those styles, what they did, because it is much better if, before you buy, to know something about that. Now let us play this style. Listen those guitar, how they sound authentic. Look at the strumming pattern that you can hear. But you know what? It is not actually here, if we go and analyze, it is not live guitar. It is played in guitar style. So, as I told you, they are using live musicians and they are using MIDI. and they're using as well live audio. Look at that. Country beat is here. It is new audio drum that is used here. Now in this style, that's why this style is different actually style. Now when you go to previous style, let us go pay attention to something. No live guitar, country beat. Now when we are listening that, we have feeling of live guitar. And nobody actually couldn't say there is no live guitar if it's like this. If you are listening like this, you actually think there is live guitar. And when you go inside and see there is no live guitar, and when you see this steel guitar, that is factory sound. Now, when you go through your sounds and to sound that you make, and you use the steel guitar played on keyboards, you will say, how I cannot get that kind of the feeling that he has, and the feeling of the live guitar, because of the way how it is recorded. That is something that is lifting value for those styles. That is something that is making those styles special and good. Now, no live guitar, no audio drums. Let us go to original factory sound to see what is going on here. Now we will go to the country, and we will go to the American pop, and we will go to view to analyze. It is another audio drive. An audio drum, and there is involved country live guitar. Now I will tell you something about live guitars, live drums. They could be great in many situations, but ideal thing that is the best thing in arranger world that exists is good sample and good MIDI recording that is using that sample and giving us feeling that we actually listen to a real instrument. That is something that is extremely powerful. That is something that everybody is fighting to achieve, that kind of feeling, that kind of the sound. Because with this guy, we can manipulate with MIDI files much better, more reliable, more faster. Late performing if we are changing chords. MIDI reaction is much faster than audio reaction that we are getting under the keys. So that's why my approach to all of this is good sample, good MIDI recording, using actually performing on live instruments that has a possibility to pick up MIDI dynamic and to transfer that dynamic to MIDI file. You cannot get, it is extremely hard. That's why everybody is simulating that and trying to make new and better styles. As technology is advancing with those MIDI pickups, with those MIDI drums, with those dynamic feelings and possibility to express dynamic differences in live performing through that drum elements or through that MIDI pickups. Those level of styles that we are getting in the new world of the arrangers is much better, more realistic than previous styles. So let me go back. Now, when you know something about those styles, now I will tell you in those styles, when we go there over there, we'll find all modern styles that we can find in modern music in the world, especially focus in that country. Package is on country music, and you know country music USA, and they are made from musicians from USA in country, actually in land where is country music, folk music, like in Germany, folk music. In my country is something that we call as well folk music, but here country music, it is actually their folk music, country music. So they made it with their feeling, and that package is extremely good package. Now, who needs that package? Who needs that kind of the styles? There is place to buy them, and there is place. Ajamsonic is the right place to order them and to have them. Who needs that? For example, in my country, we need special kind of the styles. We need 7/8 styles. We need some kind of polka, but it is not polka. It is different kind of style, but similar to that style. a little bit similar. For us, it's not similar, but for other people who are listening, for them is similar because it's somehow feeling is or close to that. Now in my country, we need as well rumba styles that are different from styles that are played in Latin American countries or some other countries, for example, Spain. So we have different kind of the styles, and those styles you cannot find here. Those styles, because they are not in that world, they are not you cannot find those styles. But as I told you, modern styles you can find, and some of those styles that are very close to styles that are played in my country, you can find some of them. Because of as well, my country is borrowing some good things from the world and putting in our music and making some kind of new country music for my country. Now this style, look at that. Now you can do some editing with this style, and you can get our kind of that style that is actually here. I made it here. That is something that is like our kind of that style. You will not believe me, but do you know what? Actually, we have same drums that I copied from this guy. Look at that. To my country music, but I have to disconnect this. See, it is same. It is totally same drums that I have now here. So, same drums that I took from them and I put in my kind of rumba feeling. Now we will go to their style and play just drums. Just play those drums, nothing else. See, same drums. What I did here with those drums, I just did some mix. So even if you don't have our styles, you can, or styles from your country, even then you can have benefit of those styles on the way that you can use. You have to listen to styles. You know what? If you are an arranger player, you have to work very hard. It is not just accordion player. When you buy accordion, everything that you have to know, you have to work on your technique, your musical knowledge and feelings. But here, you have to understand a lot of things. You have to learn your instrument that has a lot of features. You have to learn how to use that instrument, how to manipulate with that instrument, and beside of that, you have to learn how to play, how to be a musician, how to put your feeling through pressing keys, and you have to learn another things, whatever regular musicians who are playing natural instruments, they have to learn as well. So now, you saw that actually style here is now a new package. A new package here. But now I want to mention one point more to you. Now listen to this guitar. Listen to this guitar. I will go back here. I'll try to mute everything here and just leave guitar playing. I have much better styles, but I took these styles just to show you difference between playing guitar on the keyboard and playing guitar on the guitar through the connections and making that working on the best professional way. It is different guitar from now this guitar that I'm going to show you, but it doesn't matter. I'm not talking about a rhythmical pattern. I'm talking about way how it is played. Using live guitar or using playing on the keyboard. Let me find that guitar. see that feeling. You are getting feeling that actually somebody is strumming, somebody is playing on the so that guitar. So that is approach that is used in creating those styles. Now about the styles, we have to go through all those styles, and we will do that in the next videos. So I will not make this video a little bit longer, because I'm going to divide explanation about styles, what they did in styles, what they did in sounds, and about extra material that they are getting on SSD drive. So we will continue with those videos, and this video was about styles. Thank you.